Well, hello. This is ReneMFloyd on a wonderful day, coming to you with how to make a decision. How to make a decision. Well, I asked myself, how did I make the decision today to be consistent, truly be consistent, as opposed to why I didn't do that last year or, times in past. And how I came to make the decision and really stick by it is to decide that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of not living to my full potential, giving of myself to those who I know wanted it, meaning information, wisdom, knowledge, things that I had learned, as I have come up in life and in business, and in this instance, business. I actually am just now really living my dream in terms of connecting with people from all over the world online. When I first started out in my business life, I've done all kinds of MLMs, network marketing, multi-level marketing, business opportunities, whatever you want to call them. They all work if you work it, and if you're passionate about it, and if you're called to do that. And so because of my work ethic, I've been approached many times and have even answered the call to do business with different organizations and multi-level marketing companies, etc. And I did well, fairly well in it, but because of my personality, I am not a lazy woman. I take the bull by the horn, and I have vision, and I have energy, and I can see, what the deal is, and I work it. And because of that personality, I tend to be kind of independent, which is misinterpreted that I didn't need the help and the mentoring in the program. So anyway, I've been approached by a lot of different businesses and things. And then I decided I was working for this company years ago, and I got promoted to a position I got promoted in a position that would allow me to be more independent and make a whole lot more money. And I did my research. I was happy about the position. I did my research, and I've got everything organized, got my desk organized, my files organized, and I was gonna rip it to pieces. I was gonna run with that thing. And so the next day when I came in to really get started and work it, they had given that position to somebody else. And I was devastated, to say the least, because I had so many hopes and dreams and aspirations for achievement. I've always been a goal-oriented person. Even at that particular job, I had a vision board right in front of my cubicle, right in front of my desk. And they took that position from me, and I was devastated. And it wasn't that very day. It was a couple of days later when I went back to another position. I decided that this is it. I can't, build a life on someone else's hope and dream for me. I have to live my dream. I have to do the things that I was birthed to do. And so I sat there at that desk, and I doodled my logo that you see now, the silhouette of the black face, for my company, Naturally Yours Boutique. And I doodled that day. And the next day, I turned my resignation in. They were devastated because I was one of their best workers. And I made this company a whole lot of money. And then they slipped the rug from under me. So, needless to say, they didn't have my best interest at hand. So that was my defining moment. That was my defining moment. So I sat down and I doodled my logo that you see now on my products and for my company. And that was 20 years ago. Yeah, that was about 20 years ago. My baby girl was just born. That's right. That was 20 years ago. And I haven't looked back since. I've had many opportunities. I've worked many businesses. Never really worked on another job since. But I got into hair. I did that on a hope and a dream before my marriage ended. My first marriage ended. So I built my reputation and all. And so my point is that when you have something that you were born with, that you feel like you can't rest until you fulfill it, until you do it, then you're not living to your full potential. And so when I started my own business doing hair, and it wasn't anything formal, it was something informal, very informal. It was a wake-up call. It was like either you're gonna sink or you're gonna swim. And so with that, I decided to write out my goals, put a date on it, and make it happen. And believe me, it was very trying. I had a family that to take care of and everything. So, it's not easy to make a decision to do something, because when you don't make a decision, that really is a decision. And so I have come back to that same place in my life experience where I have the energy again. I have the drive again. I have a vision again, because now I can now live my second dream, and that is to connect with the world online. People love my products, and products, my business, my products is just a tool to be used to connect us. I'm providing something that people like, and they're providing me with making a living. And so, I used to feel guilty about that and the whole 9 yards. But, today I am very thankful that I am able to live my second dream, and that is to connect to people online all over the world through a product that I also created. And I have to tell you that story in another video, but I wanted to use this video here to just encourage you that when you make a decision, your life will never be the same. When you don't make a decision, your life will stay the same. So if you want change in your life, you have to commit to yourself. You have to make the decision to make a decision to do it, to commit to yourself. Because what you're doing is also going to be a blessing to others as well. It's really not about us. It's about who we can touch and what lives we can change. So with that said, I wanted to thank you for listening. I wanted to say peace out and get up and do something about it. All right.